Well, tonight we are following day 2 of the trial for Robert Miller, a man accused of killing a 4-year-old in a 3-car crash on Fleur Drive. In court today, the prosecution playing newly released body cam footage that you're seeing right here from that night last December. Here you can see a glimpse of the severity of that accident as first responders went over the scene. Crime scene photos showing the devastation left behind, debris scattered all over the road. Right here, Miller's vehicle destroyed. It is split in half, and right here, the car that little 4-year-old Marcos Faguara was riding in pulled off to the side of the road. The doors snapped off, the trunk smashed in. Robert Miller III has been charged with homicide by vehicle, drag racing, reckless driving, and excessive speed. Police say that on December 13th, Miller drove his Genesis north on Fleur Drive, crossed the median, and entered the southbound lanes, causing the damage we just showed you. It was an emotional second day on the stand. Witnesses sharing what they remember from that crash. Those witnesses including Marco's aunt. As she was driving the car Marco was in, a very hard day for her. Larissa, what did she have to say?
I mean, Stephanie, it was definitely devastating. You can see the severity of the crash from that body camera footage that we just saw in court today. It was an emotional second day, as we've been saying, as witnesses took the stands to share what they remember from that tragic day last winter. We heard from Marco's father as he fought through tears, expressing the love he had for his son and the hole this incident has left in his family. And as you mentioned, we also heard a heartbreaking testimony from Marco's aunt, who was also a victim of the crash. She shares her first reactions after the moment her car was hit.
At that point, I remember I knew I had been hit, and I looked back because I wanted to make sure the boys were okay.
Jennifer Blanchard, the driver of the second vehicle hit, also spoke to the jury today. She recounts the moments she was traveling on Fleur before her white SUV was struck and totaled.
The first thing I heard was screaming, so just as mom, I ran to that. And then I saw the kids, and then bystanders came up.
Just a really heavy day today, Stephanie. And Miller didn't speak today. Court is set to resume tomorrow at 9 a.m. Still no word on what we can expect during tomorrow's session. Stick with Local 5 as this coverage continues.
Very difficult case.
Yes.
All right, Larissa, thank you. Another man is also facing charges for this accident. Keith Jones of Des Moines was arrested in December. Now authorities have charged him with homicide by vehicle and serious injury by vehicle. Des Moines police claim Jones was the other driver participating in a drag race that night along with Robert Miller. Jones is scheduled to have a preliminary hearing next month.